everybody, this is Marie and welcome to Marie's Chatty Tarot, and today we're going to be talking about Tupac Shakur. So before we get started, for those interested, I'm going to be using today the Grudge Tarot deck. It was a whimsical purchase. It's pretty cool, pretty hip. Pretty cool deck. So and I also want to say thank you to my current subscribers, my new subscribers. You guys are awesome. I appreciate you on BitChute, YouTube, Rumble. I thank you so much. It's awesome to know that you guys are with me on this journey. What's the journey? Finding the truth, finding insight, because we don't know a lot. Apparently the media is lying to us, and some power that be as well. So yeah, so there were, as you can see on the thumbnail, this news came out that the police in LA, LA, LA or Las Vegas, they searched a home not too long ago in connection to Tupac's murder or death. Now, for those who don't know, Tupac Shakur, and he went by other names, Machiavelli, to my understanding, Pac. He was a West Coast rapper and very prominent in the 90s, like late 80s, like, yeah, like, no, late 90s. So yeah, 80s, end of 80s, 90s. So he was very prominent. He's the one that I guess put into the map gangster rap, for those who don't know. And he used to rap about a lot of social issues, and he was killed. There was a drive-by in 1996, in September 13, 1996, there was a drive-by. He was shot. He died. Now, there's always been this rumor floating around him, kind of like Princess Diana, that a lot of people think that these people did not really perish when they say they did. And Tupac is one of them. Same thing with Elvis. A lot of people believe that this pastor that we see is Elvis. Again, I'm gonna have to do a video about that. Side note, do comment if you're interested in knowing. So yeah, the other day, like a few days ago, the police went to search a home in connection to the murder. After all these times, shocking, right? Now, if you guys follow Nancy Drew, who's on Telegram and I think on Facebook, she usually goes to Washington DC and kind of give a report of what's going on, like boots on the ground kind of thing, even though she wears a flip-flops most of the time, and tells us what's going on over there. She has alleged that Tupac never passed away, that he's alive and well, and that he had made appearance in Trump's rallies in the past. True or not, I don't know. I've never looked into it. So I think we need to look into it. I guess the first question to ask is, why now? Why are they searching that home in connection to Tupac's murder after all these years? Again, the guy died in 1996. It's right now 2023. I mean, I'm not saying to close the case. Obviously, once a murder case is cold, any leads that you get, you have to investigate. But I just find it interesting, right? The information is coming out now. I kind of want to know what's going on there. It feels like maybe it's a signal. Maybe I'm reading too much into it. Anywho, let's see what the cards was to share, right? Why are they pursuing this lead, right? Why is the police pursuing this lead in connection to Tupac Shakur's murder? Why are they pursuing this lead? I think that's the best way of asking, right? And why are they putting it out there in the public? Because if you're investigating something, should you just keep it quiet until you have like a resolution, like something substantial, right? It feels off. So, okay. So let's ask, why is this lead is being made public? This home search in this investigation, and it's a cold case. First card is the Page of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles. So interesting situation. King of Cups in the past, Two of Pentacles, present. Well, that's a lot of Pentacles so far. This is very unusual for me. Seven of Cups, potential outcome. Nine of Pentacles. Again, that's a lot of Pentacles. Clarification. And the Lovers. Clarification. So this is the first, this is the only major arcana for now, the Lovers. And usually Lovers about love, also communication. So let's see. So we ask, you know, why are they putting this out there now in the public about this lead, this investigation? Shouldn't it be private, you know, whatever. They're just putting it out there. It feels like it's a tease or a signal of sorts. So Page of Pentacles is the first card. Kind of sort of the answer. The question is that they want you to pay attention. It's like they're trying to bring our attention to something, because Page or messenger, and Pentacle deals with what's real, what's factual, and also this is a study card. They really want us to study, really want us to pay attention. Maybe we may have to go back and give what's his name another look, another investigation, another research. Look at it with new eyes now that we know what we know, right? A lot now that we awaken, I think a lot of things needs another review. And I think that's basically feels like what this is what it's telling us, a Page of Pentacles, to really study, give another review, give it another look-see kind of thing, right? And Queen of Pentacles. So Queen of Pentacles is about, let me say this. So the Queen is, for me, every time that I have the suits, it's about a degree of something. So it's not, so we see the Page. So the Page is like a signal, it's a message, they want us to pay attention. Now that we see a Queen, so you see there's an escalation, like a gradual, there's an increase, there's an escalation, there's a level up. And the fact that you see the Queen and not the Knight, so again, not only they want us to pay attention, there's massive evidence, there's massive data, that real tangible stuff that we need to, that's maybe right in our face that we don't see, that we may have to, either it's coming out or that we have to find out ourselves. Usually the Queen of Pentacles is about being practical, is about somebody who's generous. It's a card of abundance as well. And but here it feels, for this type of question, it feels more about evidence, because again, it's tangible, it's real, you can touch it, you can see it. And the fact that it's a Pentacle card, maybe it tells you it's telling us another layer to follow the money. What was going on? Again, we may have to do it, give this investigation another look. right? If there's a nuns out there, people who are very good at those internet sleuths, right? To give another look, not only at look at the investigation, look at that, at, you know, who would have motive, right? And here in the background, King of Cups. There's no higher than the king. And the fact that it's the King of Cups, I find it interesting because the King of Cups for me means the bad guys. The king, so if you notice a particular group, the left particularly, they're very emotionally driven and they're very quick to temper, quick to attack, quick to be triggered, all of that above and beyond. But whoever controls the brainwashing, they it's kind of like a spell. They have like words that they will use and will trigger people. They're very good at convincing. They're very, very good at pulling the strings, right? Of one's emotion. And I guess you can call them the brain watchers. The cabal, yeah, different names, but let's use the cabal, the bad guys. And it looks like they may have something to do with it, with the King of Cups in the past, with his untimely demise, because from what I remember, he was very much into the social justice warrior. If you had to pinpoint where justice warrior stuff came about, it was probably from him, because he was talking about a lot of those issues in his rap. A lot about, because his mom, very influenced by his mom, who used to be a Black Panther member back in the day. So I'm sure he got that influence from her. So okay, Two of Pentacles. So Two of Pentacles is usually a juggling of information. Two is like duality. So I think, so this is the present. So I think that maybe there were like some, I don't want to say trepidation, but maybe there's conflicting information that's coming out that we see. Kind of sort of makes sense. From maybe the original narrative that has been talked about when in the 1990s. Now this is, maybe they're looking, maybe too the police or whoever's doing the cold case is looking at it with fresh new eyes. So now it seems like there's a conflict. Maybe that there's conflicting information, evidence that's coming to light. So that's interesting. And the Seven of Cups. Seven of Cups. So Seven of Cups is usually a card as outcome, a card of choices. But here it feels like disillusion, confusion. I think it's met confusion. I wonder if this is like one of those information that they come out just to distract people from what's really happening right now. What's really happening right now? What's his name? Brendan is not looking too good, right? So because this is a disillusion, dysfunction card, it can be about dreaming, daydreaming, but here it feels like more of a dysfunction. Clarification. So clarification, the Nine of Pentacles. So Pentacle, again, truth. What is solid, what is real. Nine of Pentacles is an independence card, like a sovereignty card. So this is more about, you're going to have to use your own discernment kind of thing. You're going to have to take everything in a grain of salt. And you're going to have to do your research kind of thing, kind of card. That's what it means. Nine of Pentacles, every time you see this card, it's an independence card, being self-sufficient, of body, of mind, of spirit, all of the above. A person who can take care of herself, him or herself, and not be dependent of the government or what other people is telling you to do, kind of sort of thing. So the clarification is that, yeah, so it feels like this was meant as a distraction, uh, to say, oh, look here, not there, kind of sort of thing. And, but this is where you're gonna really have to use the noggins, not to be fooled, but what's coming out, and really to take the time to study what's going on. And again, furthermore, so that Lover's card is about communication. Really take a deep dive, communication, commitment. Really take a deep dive into what's happening around either the case or what's going on, what's really going on around us right now. So that's okay. That's pretty cool. So I guess the other question that I really want to know. So this is a distraction. All right, cool. I think the question that we want to know is, did Tupac Shakur, did he died? Let's ask that. I'm intrigued. I mean, I have seen somebody that may look like him, like an older version of, but you know, it's hard to tell nowadays. You know, we have been so messed up with. It's kind of hard to believe our lying eyes sometimes, right? So let's see what did Tupac Shakur, did he died? Did he really pass away? And that's how I have to ask my cards, because I cannot ask, are you still alive? Because the cards recognize the soul as always living. But when you ask the card, are you dead? It shows the separation between body and spirit. That's, at least that's how my card talks to me, so I have to go with it. So did Tupac Shakur died in September 13, 1996? I think that's the question to ask. You want to be specific. We want to know. First card is the High Priestess. Oh, come on. The Ace of Sword. Eight of Pentacle in the recent past. This is the World card. Present. The Emperor. Potential outcome. Just shifting my cards a bit. Nine of Cups. And the Hangman as clarification. So this is interesting. So the first card that came out, so we asked, is he dead? Usually when I see my High Priestesses tell me that they don't really want to talk about it too much, about the guy's status. So usually the fact that it's an answer, non-answer. There's a lot of secrecy around his death, right? And the Ace of Sword. So Ace of Sword usually yes card. So it looks like he did pass away. But they don't, secrecy. Okay, fine. So the Ace of Sword, usually all aces are yes card, because we ask him, did he died? And so I'm guessing a lot of people who had hope that he's around is going to be sorely disappointed. Good gracious. But yeah, but also another layer to this with the Ace of Sword. aces are new beginning, awakening information. So there's secrecy around his death. Also, there's a lot of information that's going to need to be coming out surrounding what occurred. Uh, eight, eight of, eight of, Eight of Pentacles. Eight of Pentacles is basically somebody really putting effort, practicing, working hard at what they do. Um, huh. I wonder, Tupac. You know what? I kind of makes sense. He, if you listen to his music, listen to his rap, he was awakened or woke. I don't know which one yet. But he knew a lot, and clearly the power that be did not want a particular group of people uh, to be awakened, especially if they need them in their plantation, right? And Tupac was doing just that, awaken people, letting people know that there was some funny business going around the music industry and politically and socially, whatever. So he was really working out and putting his song out, right? Music, his words, his so and a lot of people have called him the hardest, um, hardworking person. He was always writing, always rapping, always putting content material. And I think to this day, there's still a lot of his rap that are still uh, unpublished, right? So I can agree with that. Now the world, so so the world is mean the world, the end, finality. So to see, so that's how that card looks like, guys, where you see the world and the sword. Uh, it's the confirmation. So the world is ending, and to see an ace again, an ace is new beginning. So again, he really died. So if you need to know how a deathlock card can look like, the world and the sword, the ace, that's death, right? If you want to know, so that's one way death is told, is shown. And so usually the emperor. The emperor means good guys. So that tells me that maybe they will put out more information about what's going on. Maybe the truth is gonna come out. Nine of Cups. So Nine of Cups. Usually Nine of Cups is a beautiful card. It's a card of, it's high vibration to me. It's also getting your wish come true. So I'm guessing a lot of people who's been interested or following Tupac Shakur's case, um, the mystery surrounding his death, whatever, I think they're going to be happy, because I guess that's another time. Now is another time for them to really look at it again. And that hangman is telling me that maybe things are not what it seems. And we may have to look at this case from another perspective, because of the way the truth is going to come out. So the information surrounding him may have to get a look at his whatever situation from another angle, and in order for it to make sense. So that's pretty interesting. Oh wow. So okay, two more cards just in case. Seven of Wands. Seven of Wands. Usually Seven of Wands is about so you see here, it's not conflict per se, but a person standing their ground and being attacked. You see he's on stage and the fan looks like they're attacking him, and he's standing his ground no matter. So I think once the truth is revealed, once the truth is okay, so whatever information is going to come out about him or his the truth, whatever, it's not going to be well received. Oh my God. People are gonna fight it. Maybe his fans, people who really looked up to the guy. Maybe it's yeah, but it will work. Things will somehow work itself out. Wow. Okay, that was an interesting journey, right? Sometimes it's good to steer away from the politics and see about this type of cold cases, right? But it's so weird. Um, so he did die apparently, but there's more to the story clearly, and I'm curious to see what comes out of this, right? So thank you guys for sticking with me to the end of this video. So when did I do? I'm doing this video on the 19th of July. I'm hoping to upload it and post it on a Saturday after I'm done with my political stuff. So thank you guys. I appreciate you, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.